So I started with this game on Callbox. I have, I think, two main things to say about this game. Like, I think it's pretty much the same thing I already told you. Like you see here, during this whole game, if we look at the fab, he has way more fab than you. Even like right from this point, from 5 minutes to one more, like he had just more fab. You're stuck between like under 10. And this explains many things. One, you're like expanding way worse than him. Like he has one fab here, one fab here, he had one fab here. So like on you killed 1/3 of his expansion, but you're still at like less eco than him because you did many things. So you went double bot air, so like you delayed air on a pretty big map. So like if you're delaying air, you are gonna lose air advantage, and you need to do something with it. Like you're delaying air for a very good reason, either because you want to have something of like some kind of fast expansion with bot, to do some heavy raiding, to do something like this. You didn't raid, like you killed one fab. You didn't scout any of this side, so like he just expanded with his fab with no issues. And you didn't expand fast because you have one fab on this side, one fab doing a radar for no reason, and two fab that are going to build AA and not even like finish the max. So like you lost air advantage. You are like in the he has bomber, like you don't know it, but you're already doing AA for it when you don't even know if he has a bomber. Like you already lost all of this income and you're crashing. And after that, he's already at 4 factories. He has more power than you because like he's helping himself with fabs, and he has more of everything. He's maintaining you in your base with like a single stream of ants that like is pretty bad against most things. And during this time you build a radar in your base pretty much. Like this doesn't scout anything. Like radar, if you want, you can build like one here, because one, it's defended behind the CSG, and two, like it gives you vision on the middle of the map, and like your vision of like between this and this, you can have like this big area. So like it gives you vision of that. You can build one here, same reason, like it's behind CSG, you can scout the middle, you can scout if something is coming through this ramp, for example. And also you can like get from this side of the map to this CSG. So that makes a good thing. Here, like you don't have great spots for it, but either like you push with the turrets, you put it in the middle, like somewhere here to see if he has air fabs, for example. Either you stay here and you put it like you push it a bit to see if he has the 2 mix. Like you put here factory turret. So with the turret you have control of this, like the ramp and kind of this line. Like you can push it a bit further away, but here's decent. You have your factory here and you have your radar behind the turret, and you still have vision on the mechs. Like you see if he's building something in the middle, if he has like just a fab or like an army here. So like you already also thread here, like this side, no one used it. Like no one expanded here during the first 10 minutes of the game. Like no one went here. So like this thread doesn't serve any point. And also it's a pretty bad spot because like behind this you have one max and your base. So like he's not going to push your base. And one thread from one max is not great. So either you place it somewhere like where you're going to have a proxy, like here, because you're going to have proxy and you have a threat on this side and the unit on this side. So like you're going to expand this way with your units, and this is just going to be a safe point. If it goes around like something like this, you can have one here because you have like your mechs, and he's probably going to like either here also is good. He's going to push like this way, and you need to protect your mechs and factories. Like here, here, maybe even here or here, but like certainly not here. AA here is like it's a good place for AA, but you don't need it. Like he has a bomber because you're late on air, but he didn't use it, and you're slowing you like double AA. Like one is already enough against 4 or 5 bumblebees, so like you're never gonna need a second one. So like you're way down in eco at this point. You have less unit, less factory, less of everything. Like you have more unit, but he has more army value, so like that's the most important thing. during this thing, a 4 factory, he has like he used the vehicle fab, so he has way more factory than you. He has more energy, and during this all of this, he has this mix. Like if you really look at these mechs, what does he have? He has a single lane of ants pushing to your expand, and that's like really not doing anything. He has these guys like not even defending the mechs, a single fab expanding with a few ants, and one single ant protecting those 7 mechs. So if you kill these 7 mechs, it's already done, Nico, like you can come back. At this point, you don't really have lots of things going for. Like this fab built a radar, a turret, an AA, so like 700 metal, and didn't build a single mech. So he could have built like those 4 mechs, and you would be like not equal, but you would be at least at 120 eco. But he didn't do anything. So now you're like being attacked by 2 ants, where like you have only 5 dogs on this side. You have this army on this side with like grains, which is pretty much the worst thing you can do at this point of the game. Sparks, which aren't great, aren't like, you can just do dogs instead. A single mend that doesn't give you any value. Like you could have reclaimed this, but like you only have 200 metal, I think, in this. It's not really worth it. So like there's a lot of thing about unit placement. Like you have 2000 metal worth in unit here. He has a third of that. So like even with a third of your army, you could have just sent them here and killed these things and defended your fab, your mechs, everything. Also, like, don't build dog launchers. They're not good. Like, they're pretty good, but not at this stage of the game. Or at least in this situation. You will down in air because he has air advantage, but you still built a bumblebee. And you didn't get any value from it. So, like, also you didn't scout his base because, like, even if you go air third, you still need to scout his base. And at this point, it's already lost because he has 8 factory in his base. You have 4 plus like, I think at some point you make a 5th one, but like you had 4 factory against 8. So like that's pretty bad. All of this never got raided. So like honestly, just use your air. Just don't make bumblebees at this point. Make more hummingbirds. Go just around like one time every 5 minutes. Just go here, here, and here. Like just circle his base to see where he is, where like his units are defending, where are the mexes he took. And after that, just build only docks. Don't bother with all these trash units, like trash units, kind of. Like you have 600 metal on this. Like 600 metal is pretty much 15 docks, I would say. So like with 15 docks, you can absolutely kill these guys, go back, kill these guys, kill the ants and the fab. With that, like you can kill more than half of his eco. But instead, like you're lacking power here, you don't have enough fab. Like you went triple fab and a 4th one. First of all, you'll send double fab. Don't send, like, if you're going if like first expand you're doing, at least 3 or 4 fabs. You don't want to spread your fabs before they even build a single factory. They're going to be too slow. This guy, where went? Yeah, this guy didn't assist his friend, which he was supposed to do. And that's pretty much it, I think. Like those 2 main points. One, just stay, I would say, full docks. Like don't build grants at this point of the game. 2, scouts to see where you need to position your units. Like I don't mean to be harsh, but like the single good thing you did was killing this fab. Like it was great. Like you said, 2 ducks, 90 metal, like and worth nothing. Didn't even like took a lot of time. Just you click them here and they killed the fab and they denied the expansion. That's great. You should have just done that here and here. And if you done that, you would be stuck on 90 eco for like 3 more minutes. You would have had time to like get out of your RC, like a big. Why are you crashing so much? Like you have 4 mechs, this is too slow, like you're supposed to already have like your forward mechs going. This one didn't need to build the air, and this one was supposed to also build, like he would have at least took those two and the third here, so you wouldn't be crushing eco. Apart from that, I would say that's everything. Okay, on this one I'm just going to do like I didn't saw it before, just a fresh review. First thing that I really like is like you did your scouts, you went airfab, which like against most people I would say is pretty bad, but you know this guy is not doing anything with his air. You know he's greedy with his fab, like he doesn't protect them. You know he's building ants early game for no reason because like they're too slow. So like you know you have room one to raid, two to be extremely greedy. Like he's doing exactly the same thing last game, like a lot of pigeon and a lot of like more storage than you'll ever need even in FFAs and team games. So you know you like you have free roam for at least the first 3 minutes. So like first of all, that's good. 3 fab, 4 fab, and air fab. Like it's probably a bit too much for your energy to handle, but like I would go 4th pigeon in this case because like you're gonna crash powers if not, but this is good. Also other thing, like just as a reminder, always build your base mix first. Like it's always easier to build your base mate first instead of already expanding outside. This is good, like what you didn't do last game is scouts. Like you know he has one vehicle, one air, and he's doing his normal build of like just building like 4 or 5 fab and sending them in random direction. You know he has built a hummingbird, so like he's not doing anything crazy like 2 bumblebee or something like this. And you're still doing, honestly that's fine, like if you use it to snipe the fab, that's good. This is good. Other thing, like I don't know if you really like intentionally made it, but if you're going to push some way with your fab, expand, I would say it's more correct term. Like you're gonna have 4 mechs here, this guy is gonna build like at least 1-2 mechs. After the 4-1 here, you're good to at least build a proxy, and you don't want to expand. Like here is good, after that you go left, okay, that's alright, and after that instead of just going here you go all the way, like that's just you know, like expand in every direction, that's not good. You need to really have like a direction point out. I would say like no, you have air, like don't do that. So like you have 1 fab to snipe here, and these 2 are snipable not by air but like by dogs or other things. Air fab is pretty good, like you know, like you're not crushing metal for the like that the first game I see you where like you're not down in eco against this guy, which is good. You have even more fab, like stop, no, I think that's your auto factory or something like this, but just like pull dogs from bot, and if you need to change it, do it manually, but don't ever put grants in auto queue. This is good. This is also good, like you lost all your air, which isn't great, but at least you kill the fab, you slow him down. The thing with that, with your air, you can just take your scouts and see where is, like you scout his base, that's good. The second step now is to scout where is fab expanding at, like we're at, when did you start the game? You started at 40 seconds, kind of. Like at 4 minutes, I would say, 3-4 minutes, you need to scout his fab to know, like, this means that you're sending 10 to 50, like he has 1 hand here, 1 hand here. So that means that you need something like 10 docks to not lose too much to be able to kill the fab, kill the mechs without too much issues. 10 docks in this direction are enough. For now, you have 11 striker in this direction. And that's the only direction when you also have 6 ends, so like they're not doing to do, like you could go on this side, but if you just push into it, that's not going to do any damage. You have this side, which is pretty vulnerable, and you have these guys, which are supposed to be 9 docks. So like already here, like you have enough docks to go raid this side. Instead, you just lost metal building grants. AA is not useful, but you know, like doesn't really matter. Like at least it's better than just idling your fab. Building something is already a step. Here, radar is good, but if you're building radar and AA, at least build a proxy here. Like, now you're floating metal. Now you did the opposite of last game, and you didn't build a threat. Like, the factory is a threat by himself. Like, a factory is a threat because it has like a lot of tanking power. That's a lot of hit points, and more than that, it also produces units which have DPS. So like it's a threat that can move, kind of. So like I would have placed like once you're building double bot in your base, this guy is going to produce at some point vehicle fab to build your T2. So I would have built another vehicle factory here because you're already closer. And you know he's building a lot of ants. Ants are pretty bad. Pretty bad early game because they're slow, not because they suck against dogs. Like they're pretty decent against dogs. So if you know he's just going to push with ants, you can do vehicle proxy. Like by this time, you like don't build this one. Don't build the radar. Build mechs factory first, like because like your factory 1 is protecting your mechs. 2 gives you like you see like a kind of circle from here. That's where like you have influence. Like you have influence over this zone with this factory here. It gives you power on this side of the map. So factory here, like if you build it here, you can go on this side, but if you build it here, you can also go on this side, and you're also pushing more aggressively the mechs in front of you. So like, for example, on this side, you have these guys which like it's a group of mechs, but they're like kind of stuck between two CHG and not going anywhere, so you don't want to build a factory here. This single guy who is building a factory near mechs and is kind of on the side, or you could have just taken those two guys, 2 mechs here, probably I would have put vehicle and bot or double, but like doesn't matter, any kind of factory is good, at least you're making units. These guys are like pretty close from this side, so like one they're in the middle of this zone, one second of all they give access to this ramp, because like this one gives access to this ramp but it's kind of too much on the side. This one is good, and it also gives you access. Like if you have a radar here, like here is a bit like you build a double mechs double factory, you take one fab, go here, and after that you build a radar here. This radar will give you all the intel you need on does he have something here, does he have units here, does he have units here. When you have that, you know that your 2 factories should be either ready here or here, and because we're in the middle, it's kind of easy to change the ready point, and you kind of rotate around this point. This, like, actually, when I think about it, this is good, but maybe not for the reason we thought, because when you're gonna go late game or mid game, you're gonna either see locusts or drops. So like one AA here and one AA here is actually pretty good against drops, but like they're not really that useful. Like you can also just have a few units and that's already gonna be enough, or have like this is already doing the scouting job you need. The issue now also I see is that you have more metal than him, but you're also floating so much, like not so much, but you're floating enough so that you don't even use more metal than him. And you have more fab, which is good. You have same amount of factory, which again in this case is not a problem because he's overbuilding T1's factory for no reason. Okay, you kind of like now you did the opposite of last game. You're expanding way more, which is great, but you're not building proxy, which isn't good. Like proxies take so much time to build that you want to at least have 2 or 3 or 4 fabs building the single proxy, so like you can have it in a reasonable amount of time. And if you had proxy, you would have like 2 proxies here plus 1 proxy here. You would be like in a very good place. At this point, I would say this is good. Like also you have all these units. Like now you're gonna have this blob of units plus this blob plus this factory. So I would say you're kind of fine. Like on this side, he has 3 ants, which are nothing, and these 4, which are going to be killed either like not by this but by this blob. And you're gonna have a reinforcement from this side. So you can take all your factories, like the 3 here, and change the waypoint and send it on this side, because on this side you don't have anything. And that's going to do a big difference. T2 is good. Floating, that means two things. Floating metal means that you need more fab and you preemptively need more pigeon. You're building more pigeon, which is good. You're not building more fab, which can be improved. 10 fab right now is good, but you can be even greedier. Like it's nearly, like it's soon gonna be 10 minutes. And 10 minutes you can have like 15 fab if he permits you. Like you see, as soon as you have a single proxy working, you're gonna 1 kill his fab, 2 kill his mechs, and 3 push near his base and scout with your dogs. Like a single proxy gave you 10 times more power than fabs trying to build T1 thread here and there. And also, like, you can also build AA from them, so like, you don't need this guy if you're building a single spinner from your vehicle factory. This is kind of like, yeah, you don't really care, like you have turrets, you have radar, that's good enough. Now you need to push. You know he's building a lot of factory, a lot of air, so either you go vehicle proxy with a lot of spinners, either you build, like you out-build him in air, like you build 5 air factory, but I wouldn't recommend that. And now he's waiting to have like 5 Bumblebee to actually start trading, which is kind of weird because I can do it with a single Bumblebee. And that's when you're gonna need, like, I would have placed 1 AA here, it's pretty good. The turrets, like it's not gonna push, but always try to have mechs in sight, or like here. AA here. Proxies here. Radar either, like you can build it here, it's not really good, but here it's better. 1 AA here, 1 AA here. So like you have 3 AA. If you have it here, you can, like it's either you're building AA, radar, and factories here, either you're building factories and after that you're building radar, AA, and turrets here. Like these turrets keeps you safe from a lot of things. You don't need to push it into this guy. You can place it here and you're gonna be fine. And like the closer you are from your factories, the easier it will be to get reinforcements. So like you don't really want to like put it here. Here is good. After that, you could have sent a few dogs to kill the expansion or like do something about the fab. This is good, like you're gonna kill those mechs, which is like 10, like it's infinitely better than what you did. Like it's really an improvement when comparing this to last game. This is gonna do the work, like it's not. This radar is good, like it gives you vision on this. Like this is not really interesting, but it can save you from 1 drops and 2 to see if he has an air fab. Now you're gonna push and probably kill this guy, those mechs, maybe even those mechs. Now like he's desperate, like he's not doing anything good, it's just world patrolling units, which is pretty bad. The thing he's doing is using his air. So now you're gonna need like more air factory, that's good. More spinner would be also good. Like static AA is good enough. Mobile AA is really what's gonna save you. And you just need to push more aggressively. Like you can push in here without issues. And also the thing about air is that it can only be in a single place at the same time. So if you're pushing from this side and this side at the same time, it's not really gonna be able to do anything. And the issue is what I talk about. Like those factory are only ready to this side where you already have turrets. So like this side is already defended against 90% of what is gonna send you. And you're kind of far away from this side, and because this side is open, like the thing about having proxies here, it's one, you have access to the 2 like sides, and second of all, you also have like vision here, and if you have vision here, you can just send a few tanks to prevent him from raiding your side. That's really like a how we would say it, like a neck. I don't really know, but I think you understood. Now you're like, you didn't scout, but you know he's playing most of the time a lot of T1. A lot of T1 means like you see he's crushing metal. that's insanely good. Like he's at 50% efficiency, so he's like 12 factory, only really 6 factories. Like they're building all at half speed, which is insanely good because like 6 factory is already what you have. Like you have 6 factory, 6 like land factory here. Like you're already outproducing him on this side. If you were at like that's fine. Honestly, like 90% is good enough. You have 2 issues right now. One, he has 10 bumblebees, which are gonna kill a lot of things. That's when he can actually start to 1-pass AA. You don't have that much AA. Like stingers are good early game, but they like against this kind of air they really fall off pretty quick. So you need spinners, and when I mean spinners, I mean like 5 spinners at least. And you don't want to build like these guys are great if you're like sieging something, if you're like getting pushed and you want to stay in your base, but they cost 2 levelers and they do way less than the levelers. So like you have T2 vehicle, it's gonna be slow, it's gonna be like unpractical. You want to push in a straight line. So if you're gonna push in a straight line, you're not gonna go around. So one, you need T1 with that to protect them. You need AA with that, so like you can build slow AA like a spinner, it's fine. You want to stop building strikers because they're pretty good early game, but now they kind of not doing anything. I'm curious about like what he went here. He had 10 bumblebees. How many like died just from a single guard? Okay, now he has a bit more. He has 11 bumblebees. He's gonna go here. He lost 3 bumblebees. 3 bumblebees, 900 metal. And the Galata is, let me just find one. Like, you got a 4-time better trade with a single Galata. That's really good. And now you can just build Stinger from this one. It's gonna be good enough. Don't, like, you see as at least something like 20 fighter, like, don't really need to push that much. Like, at least not, like, if you want to push, that's good. Just stay on the outskirts. Pick off this guy, just stay here. Never just send your air need, like, you're just going to lose them. Like, you have 4 air factories. First of all, like, you know he has more than you know he's using a lot of Bumblebee. Why are you building Bumblebee? Like, you need to take back air control. The only reason why you build these factories are to take back air control and deny him, like, all of the raiding he's doing. Why are you building Bumblebees? Like, you have more ground armies than him, you have, like, you have more metal, you have more ground. Why are you building Bumblebees? Like, that's really not useful. And second of all, if you have less fighters, just don't send them to die for no reason. Okay. Now you have few stingers. That's gonna be like not enough, but for now it's fine. You have this army which needs at least like 5 or 6. Let's just control click 5 or 6 spinner from this guy. You could have had 5. Like, the difference between 3 levelers and 5 levelers is pretty good. Like, you have a lot more DPS, you can one-shot a lot more things. You can roll through pigeon, you can roll through, like, you can kill the com in like 8 seconds, you can do a lot of things. You just need a bit more AA. This guy doesn't do anything. Switch from strikers to like something more durable like Inferno or Ents, and have maybe use your dogs to raid the sides or like to scout anything useful. This is good. Like, you see, just with this guy you can kill this and this. You can scout his T2, which you didn't scout anything after the early game. He's running 6, yeah, maybe like 4 effective air factory at this point, but you're also pretty down in eco, which is not great. You need to re-expand at this point. Like, you have 4 fab not doing anything. You didn't, like, it's been at least 5, I'm being a bit harsh, not 5 minutes, but from 7 minutes to 10, like, it's been more than 4 minutes. And in 4 minutes, 1, you didn't send any dogs to clear these guys. You didn't send any fabs, even, like, they're going to die, but even to scout that he's still here. And you didn't took back these 2 +1 +3. you have 8 mechs here. For like 4, 5, 6 minutes, you didn't do anything about this, and you just focused on this little ramp that has like 3 mechs, and this one is never going to be taken. Like, I think most of the time you're outplaying yourself. Like, you build turrets, but he's not pushing. You build AA, but he's not using his air early game. You build units, but you don't push. You expand, but you don't build proxies. So, like, honestly, like, don't play against yourself when you already have an opponent. Like, this guy is letting you the first 5 minutes of the game to do anything you want. Like, the first 5 minutes, you can either expand as much as you want, either try to come push, either make like 20 factories. You can do anything in the first 5 minutes. And during this time, at least during this game, most of the time, either you do this, which is maybe a bit too much. Like, no one needs a T2 worth of metal in just turrets. Or like, it doesn't even have T2 air. Like, you already have 4 factories. It doesn't have T2 air. You're never gonna need 5 Galatas just spread in a single line. What you're gonna need is units here to defend, or like a single double las with AA. You're gonna need vehicle proxies here because like bot is good, but at some point it's like you need something more durable. And that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, like, you're not like, you're just 2 steps behind what you need to do to win. And that's really not much. Like, you just have a few things to fix, and when you like get the grasp of it, you're gonna just roll through. Honestly, this guy is not doing as worse as I thought, but still not great. This guy are going to good expand. That's what you need to do. You see in this, you have these units which are slow and need to stay like with the main push, but you also have 13 docks and 5 strikers, and these guys can just roam around. They can go here, kill these guys, deny mechs, go on the other side, kill the like. The slow units are either just cannon fodder, so like they're gonna take hits so the bigger units don't die, or they can raid. And you're not really like, you're pushing but pretty slowly. Like, it's been a pretty long time since you actually like, you also, did you lose that much? Okay, that's why also you lost a lot. How does he die? Why did he didn't? Okay, that was pretty dumb for me. Like, killing those 3 levers actually do a lot. Oh, sorry, does a lot. These guys, how did? Okay, you just pushed into his base. That's not great. But at least you see his T2 vehicle. That's good. But you should have killed this, go around, kill this. Like, never push into his base if you don't have a stupid amount of T1 tanks or sporks or T2, or like, never push into his base if you're not already winning. Like, PA is not about pushing bases, it's about denying expansion and denying vision. I think I'm taking a bit too long for not a lot of reason. And now he's just going to win with his air because you never like, this is good, but you still have an internal bleeding that you never fixed, which is this path. And this path is fixed with a single turret and a single wall, which together costs 225, no, 400 metal. A single 400 metal building, like 2 buildings 400 metal plus a Galata 225, so like that's 600. 600 metal would have stopped this internal bleeding 5 minutes ago. After that, you have pubs here, but they're not doing anything, so like you can either reclaim or build back the mechs you lost. This is actually pretty good, like good defending from the sides. T2 Fab is good. Storm is good, I would say, because like he has 10 bumblebees. And now you're still same point in eco. You're falling off in the army value, and you're falling off in power, but that's fine because like he has more power but he's not using it, so you don't need more power if you're not using it. What's more to say? This is good, but you need to push on the side, not just die here. He's not doing anything, he didn't build a T2 fab, he's not assisting his T2, like just a lot of mistakes. Generally, he has way too much power. You're never gonna need that much. He's gonna die when he... Okay, I said it's good to build AA. A single storm is enough. Triple storm is like we're losing on 2 levelers. And 2 levelers actually do a lot. This is good, like 4 spinner plus a storm is 20 times better than your first raid. That's so much better that I would say wait, like also like you need 3 more levelers. So like you're gonna have this guy plus this guy. You're gonna have 5 levelers, 2 archery, which can be 4, like you can have 10 levelers, storm plus 4 or 5 spinners, a few other units like maybe not strikers but infernos. You have a few ducks with it, they can do cannon fodder, this kind of stuff. You have also air, so like if he goes to run through this, you just put your air on top, so like you have double AA from this guy and AA from your air. And now you can just push in his base. He doesn't have anything. He has 42 units. 5, yeah, 5 because it's first this guy. 6, he has 62 units. On your side, you have 12 and they cost way more. So like you're way better in this game than he is. You just need to actually use like push everything together. Don't build like 3 storms when it's enough. T2 metal is great. Like this is a bit exposed on this side, like you see you don't have anything, but you have this like build T2 mechs here first because you know they're not going to die in maybe 2 minutes. Or also like just build triple last, that's also pretty good. They actually like they are expensive, but for what they're doing, that's like they have way more DPS than we think when we look at the price. This is not going to die anytime soon, or you're just idling here. With this kind of guys, you need visions. Like you need either a scout, either something that's gonna give you vision, and you also need other kind of DPS than just shader levels, because like you see how much they time to how much time they just take to rotate their turret. Like they don't shoot 90% of the time if they're like shooting here and here. So you need either ants, a lot of dogs, something like this. He's going to die right now. You see, like all his air just evaporated, and now you have advantage. Now you can like, that's also great timing because it dies right as you need to have something free, like a free space. And now you just push and drop. Careful about this single guy, but that's enough. And drop here is enough. Like don't push too far. Don't lose 1 for no reason. Also, you took a fab. This. Let's see what you're doing from your POV. Good. Hey, hug the T2, like kiss the T2 if you need it. You're gonna kill it and you're gonna block the shoot of other units. Other thing, push into pigeon, which like they're here but you didn't saw it, or other kind of factories. He built a sick. Okay. Now you know everything died here. You can either like, this is, I see what you meant by Vanguard dropping, but like you say you could have done that, but at the same time he has 20 seconds of, like I mean 20 seconds because from the time we're going to go here to here, he's probably going to have 15 seconds to react. So like he has 15-second lead intel just with it, and you don't like, same issue. This one doesn't count, this one, like you have 400 metal. Protecting, and I mean protecting because they don't read it. 14 mechs. 14 mechs, that's just a crazy amount of eco. That's, let me do some quick math. 17 plus 28, that's 100 roundup. 100 metal of income just protected by a single ant. Like this is killable with 20 ducks. With 20 ducks you kill everything, you drop a third of his eco, he's down in the gutter, he has like 60% efficiency for the next 5 minutes. He's not going to have T2, he's not going to have T1, he's not going to rebuild his air. He's rebuilding Bumblebee when he doesn't have air control. You can just build like control click 6 or I would just control click 2 Bumblebee out. Like I select everything, control click 2 times, and you have 8 Bumblebees, and that's enough to kill the Fab, kill the mechs, kill the random units going around. And now I see why it's bad, because he's actually stopping the world patrol and actually sending all of these units in a front push. And now you see that you have less equal. So from everything I just said, I think I mentioned everything. Just more raiding, be greedy at the start, but actually place proxy before you when like your fabs are going to build something. From here they're going to build 1 mex, 2 mex, 3 mex, 4 mex, 5 mex. You can already place a proxy. 5 mex is it's more than enough to build a proxy. 5 mex a proxy, 2 mex second proxy, 2 mex second proxy, or go around of a proxy. Like at least 5, I would say it's 5 or 6 mex. Like it's not Tristan likes to always speak about numbers, or you need a 6.5 mex every time. No, you just need a good positioning. This is an area which has this on the side and this on the side, so you need something which is pretty much in the middle here, that gives you access to this side and this side, and you need proxies here. So 1 proxy here, 1 proxy here, or 1 proxy here, 1 proxy here to go on this side. Same here. You have a circle, 2 access points here and here, something in the middle near like a mexes, so here. You have all of this metal channeling through these 2 sides, so at least 2 proxies. Like this is more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like if you stay on the 5 mex per proxy, you have already your 10 mex to build 2 proxies here, so 2 proxies here. Turret here is good, turret here is good, radar here is good because it gives you vision on, give me a second, on like the 2 sides. And that's pretty much it, I would say.